And what's going on, you guys? What is going on? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful today Friday, a wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What is going on up in this piece? Okay, yes. It's 2 o'clock. It's a little bit after 2 o'clock right now in the Atlanta area. Okay, I hope you guys are having a good one. So before we get into anything, y'all do know that I have to do church announcements and let y'all know what we got coming on the platform. Then uh let me let you guys know real quick. So because we didn't do it last night due to the Chasing Orlando episode being delayed, we will be going live tonight at 8:30 Eastern time. We'll be talking about the current episode of Chasing Orlando, and we will be talking about the episode from last week of Chasing Orlando. So make sure you guys tune in to the Chasing panel tonight at 8:30. Jamar nor Tramiel will be there because Tramiel is out of town and I think Jamar will still be working on call. So that will only leave me, T, Carl, and Jeremy to do the panel tonight. So make sure you guys tune in to that. Make sure you guys tune in to that. Then on tomorrow, be sure to tune in for my live review on Love and Marriage Detroit. Make sure you guys tune in to that as well. T will be going live first, but then after T, I'll be going live right after him. I got to make the link and all that to get this shit prepared. So make sure you guys tune in to that. And of course, on Sunday, we will be going live for the Real Housewives of Potomac or whatever. So make sure you guys tune in for that. I'll be going live right after the show. So make sure you guys, the link is already out there. The link is already available for y'all already and all that stuff. So go on, set it up, do y'all thing, do what y'all need to do. And of course, on Monday, we'll be back for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Okay. So that's pretty much everything that we got coming up for the church announcement. So let me tell y'all something. So yesterday, before we get into this topic, because I gotta set the tone for this. But y'all know yesterday, so I live on the south side of Atlanta, right? So and my job is like 10 minutes away from where I'm at. So when I got off of work, I walked up the street to the barbershop. The barbershop is in this little plaza where Walmart and all that good stuff is. And after I left the barbershop yesterday, because my cousin cuts my hair, I walked right over there to Walmart. And as I was standing outside of Walmart waiting on my lift to arrive, this lady walked right past me and she was looking at me and she was like, "Oh my God, I see a star." And I couldn't do nothing but smile. And she was like, "Are you Scotty by nature?" "Yes, I am." And then she was so happy to see me. Like I gave her the biggest hug and she said, "Can I take a picture?" And I said, "Yeah." And I had my work clothes on, honey, but I still let her take, the picture with me and her and stuff like that. It's like I said, I'm in Atlanta now. So in Atlanta, it's like the second biggest market for me. So that's where a lot of my subscribers are at. Like the top 4 or 5 places is like it's from New York to Atlanta to Houston to Dallas to Chicago. So it's all that is in my top 5. So me being here in Atlanta, I'm running into a whole lot of people that watch me here. And it's always a humbling and amazing feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she's in a chat or not, but if she is, "Hey, how you doing, girl?" You feel what I'm saying? And another thing that I also want to tell y'all too is that y'all know the Mary J. Blige concert is going on. And baby, I just bought my ticket about an hour ago. I done bought my ticket for this Mary concert. And baby, I will be all up in there. And my seat ain't even the best. I'm in the upper level, but I'm still going. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I had to go because them tickets were selling out like crazy here in Atlanta. And I said, let me go on and get this ticket while I can. Okay. Let me go on and get this ticket while the fuck I can. Okay. So yes, I am going to the Mary concert on February the 3rd. It's the week before my birthday. So yes, I will be in the building. Okay. Hey, Dominique. I will be in the building for that. But yeah, y'all. So y'all know I had to start it off with a little bit of small talk before we get up in here. And we already got over 100 people up in here so far already. So we're about to go ahead and get into it. So this is all speculation. This is just about everything that I've been seeing in the Love and Marriage Huntsville universe. And to be quite honest, we don't know how true this shit is. We don't know if it's real or not, but this is all speculation. And all we know is that, the people been talking about it. But apparently, it's two different stories going around when it comes down to Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? One story is that the show is about to get canceled, possibly, and the Scotts are going to get their own show with Miss Wanda. Then there's another situation where it's like everybody's contract is up now. So now they got to figure out what are they going to do in regards to this show moving forward. So those are the rumors that's going around. Now, me personally, let me see. This hoe ain't tell me shit about no Mary concert. I would have worn my auntie wig and screamed "Be without you." I didn't know you wanted to go. You like them clear folks more than you like the chocolate people. So I'm just saying that I ain't know you want to go to no Mary concert, even though you can still go. But however, here's my thing. I'm just like, okay, so not the concert, because Javon got me all confused right now. Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes down to LAMH, okay, when it comes down to that, do we really care if it's canceled? That's what you get for coming in here trying to start shit. But anyway, so here's the thing. What I personally care, because all of this right here is pretty much speculation. We don't know if this shit is true. We don't know if it's factual. We don't know nothing. So this is all just up for discussion and it's all alleged. So I had to start that over again. So Love and Marriage Huntsville is probably the number one show on OWN, possibly, I think. Possibly. Now here's my thing about it. Would I care if it got canceled? Probably not. I mean, there was a time where Love and Marriage Huntsville was probably the best reality show that was on TV at one point in time. I mean, Housewives of Atlanta was going down. Love and Hip Hop wasn't good. So we needed something new. The only thing that we really had, popping was Potomac. Really, that's all we really had. But when you really think about it, it's just like now it's become something else, and it's not really a good show anymore. And a lot of us just review it just for the money aspect, because y'all do know that I screamed to the rooftop all last year that I wasn't reviewing this show no more. I kept saying it, then went back on what I said after I had a conversation with Mims about it, and he convinced me to keep going with it because it's one of those shows that get me paid the most. And I am a reality commentator for urban reality shows. So why not, continue to cover it? Why not? So I said, okay, cool. And, I did it. But I just think that we're at a place with this show now that it's kind of like, where do we go from here? We got all these people on this show that don't like each other. The main star of this show is Melody, and she don't like these people. They don't like her. So now, because this is a show and we want the show to be cohesive, we got to force these connections on these folks. And you already know that, okay, this is a show, so we got to make sure we get along. And it's like once it gets to the point to where it's like we gotta force connections, we gotta force this, we gotta force all that shit. It's kind of like, okay, what are we doing now? Because to me, it's like, why even go through this? Why do we have to do this? Why do we have to constantly pretend and act as if we like these people and go on trips together? It's not realistic. And once the energy becomes like that, the shows are no longer fun anymore, and you could see it. Like, we only here to do a job. When we used to watch reality shows, we didn't look at it and know that it's a job. We just knew that these people kind of knew each other, or sort of knew each other. They was entertaining us, and we were getting our life from it. But now it's like, you could tell it's just a job for these people, and we gotta fake it. I gotta fake the funk, get along, go along to get along, just so for the sake of the show, so we can be cool. But I don't know, and I personally would not care if it got canceled. I personally believe that Carlos and the OWN network should put a little bit more stock and a little bit more value into Bill Collective. I think that Bill Collective is a better show than Love and Marriage. I really do. I feel like it's a better show. I think that the people on the show are more likable than the people that's on Love and Marriage. um let's see, like Latrice, for example. I'm not just saying this because I know her, but she's fun to watch. She's interesting to look at. And as much as her husband is annoying, he's interesting to look at as well. Um, Letitia and Glenn, they're both annoying, but I would rather watch them all day than to sit here and watch Letitia and Marceau. Um, you know what I'm saying? What's the next? Even with So Gucci and JJ, they're hilarious to look at, and they're interesting. They have an interesting blended family dynamic with Selena. I would rather see that than anything that's on Love and Marriage. Akeisha, she comes from money. She got a lot of stock in Jackson. She married to a famous football player. They live in New Jersey, but they come down here come down there for the show. I'd rather watch that. Tamara Cherie, she's a radio personality. She's doing this, she's doing that. I mean, it's an interesting, set of people, interesting group of people. And I really feel like Bill Collective is an underrated ass show. And I feel like, if given more shine and more opportunity, then it would be good. Like, just give it a chance, give it more, like put more into it. I heard that Family Empire was a good show. I didn't watch it, but I heard that was a good show. I feel like they waste their time putting so much into Love and Marriage, Huntsville and stuff like that, to where these other shows don't even get they just due. Love and Marriage DC was a better their last season was a better season than Huntsville was. And even with Love and Marriage Detroit, I feel like they trying to turn Love and Marriage Detroit into another Huntsville at this particular point. So to me, it's like, what are we gonna do here? And then, because I just feel like at this point, if we're gonna keep going with Love and Marriage Huntsville, the only people that I think should stay is Letitia, Marceau. Um, let me see. And I guess Mel, because that's the person that most people like so much. But that's what I think. But but don't think that because when you look at and then Love and Marriage Huntsville is not a big show either. Let's also be 100%. Like, we don't Love and Marriage Huntsville does not get mainstream coverage. Love and Marriage Huntsville, they don't go on the talk show circuit to promote their shows. Like, we don't see them on the Sherry Shepherd show or Jennifer Hudson or a Nighttime. Like, we don't see them on there. All they really have is YouTube blogs. That's all they got. All they got is YouTube bloggers. We are their Sherry Shepherds. We are their Karamos. We are their Jennifer Hudson. Like, that's what we are for them. That's what we are, because they don't have no other outlets, because most people don't even have their own network. And most people ain't even checking for the show like that. So let's just be honest about it. So if it wasn't for the YouTubers, they would not have anything to go for it. You know, that's how I feel. So it is what it is. That's just what I think. Um, Let me see. Really, Letitia and Marceau, I love you, but nah, Letitia and Marceau doesn't give their real life either. Angry with the Fletchers. I know Neil irritates you, but she's authentic. She irritates me too much, and that's why I don't want to see her. And I don't know why y'all talking about Letitia and Marceau don't show their life. Don't none of them really show their life. If you really want to be real, we ain't got much to choose from. Ain't nobody really showing shit but Stormy. She show her life. Now, let's go down the list of the characters on said show. Let's go down the list, y'all. Let's start with Chris and Neil. So, they actually have a story. Their family is interesting, but I don't know if it's I don't know if it's because I don't think it comes across the right way on Love and Marriage, though. I've always said that the Fletchers should have their own show about their family. I don't necessarily want to see that on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think they're more interesting by themselves, in my opinion. Not me being ill informed, and I'm only speaking because it's trending when I've been talking about LAMH, but okay, generic name, whoever you are. I think the Fletchers should have their own show so we can get into the family dynamics of it all. Because I don't think that with them being on Love and Marriage Huntsville, we're really going to get into to the real family dynamics of everything on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I just don't believe that. So I would prefer them have their own spinoff, to be real. Because that very first scene that we saw with all of them at the dinner table and stuff, and we saw all those different dynamics, the family drama, all of that, I was like, yeah, I can see this going down. I could see this going down. I could honestly see this happening. I could see them having their own show. I think this would be good for them. But I don't know if it'll translate well on Love and Marriage Huntsville though. But they are interesting. They're one of the more interesting ones on here. It's just that Nell gets on my damn nerves out of the damn screaming, but they are one of the more interesting pairs on here. Trisha and Ken, they have potential. I think they do have potential, to be honest. Um, but it's not coming out right because I don't think Trisha is reality TV material, if you will. I don't think that she does well with the camera. I don't know if she is set up for reality TV like that. I don't think so. I'm not really sure. But I think her story itself has potential because Ken is good to look at. Her ex-husband, he's very off, but it's good for the story. But Trisha, on the other hand, she seems like she's afraid to even talk or speak half the time. So it's just like, the story, she could be entertaining if she opened her mouth, which is something that she don't do. So I don't know. Only time will tell with that one. Stormy and Courtney. Um, I was actually fine with Stormy and Courtney coming on the show. This was even when I wasn't really like into Stormy, but she's okay still. Like very much so in between. I always felt like they had some type of material to bring. Stormy talks about her family life. Stormy talks about her business. I think that some people want her to get more into her lawsuits or whatever that was going on with that, but of course they want her to go into that, but I'm not really sure. Um But I don't know if this is the group for Stormy though. I think that's really what it boils down to. I think she could be a good cast member, her and her husband, but I'm not sure if this is their kind of crowd, if you will. I don't think that they really would mix in with people like them. Destiny. Destiny's biggest thing is that she don't open up. Destiny's biggest thing is that she's closed off. Destiny's biggest thing is that she doesn't show her life like that. And Destiny gives me Olivia from Love and Hip Hop. That was one of the reasons why Mona got rid of Olivia because she was a private person. And when you're a private person, you don't even really need to be doing reality TV. If you're private, like if you're really a private person, then you don't need to be on reality TV doing nothing because you're selling yourself on this show. So it's just like, what do you expect this to be if this is a reality show? Like, you can't just sit here and not do nothing. You can't sit up here and just not show anything or talk about anything. You got to talk about something when you're doing it. You feel me? So, excuse me. That's what I think. But that's the thing with Destiny, and even now, there's really nothing going on besides Sonny and Moses. And while people saying that Destiny wouldn't have a storyline without them, they wouldn't have a storyline without Destiny. So it's just like, if anything, the three of them are helping one another out, if you ask me. Um, let's see. Who else is next? Sonny and Moses ain't no main cast member, so there's really no need for me to be talking about them. Kimmy and Maurice, they can go. They can really go, honestly. Like, they don't really show shit. Like, um, they don't really talk about nothing. No, they were pretty interesting at the beginning, but they're not anymore. So I'm not really sure what more they can do, honestly. Letitia and Marceau, they should. I feel like they should stay. Um, for the most part, they should stay. Marceau is entertaining, and I think that Letitia is a good opponent for Melody. Now, when it comes down to Melody and Martell, I think that their drama has really, really tainted this show. Their divorce drama. Like, they have tainted this show with their nonsense. I think that we spent the majority of this run on this show um going at each other. And it's become toxic. And it's like, what more can we do? Mel doesn't really show her life either. Um Mel don't like these people. And it's to the point to where she gotta bring Shanita and that damn mute, what's her name? Lauren, on this show so she can have people to really talk to, film with, really have a genuine conversation with. She don't like none of these people in the shows. So I don't know when it come down to it. I don't, she's supposed to be the centerpiece of this show, but it's no longer working. And I remember talking a long time ago, and I remember people getting all mad and upset with me because I said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I personally feel like she should go and get her own spinoff. If she don't really like these people, then why not just go off and do your own thing? Would it be interesting? That's up, that's really up for discussion. We don't know if it'd be interesting or not, but to each his own. But I don't know. It's that's my thing. And Martell has done way too much. He's a menace, and I don't think that he should be around. I don't think that he should be around at all at this point. So it is what it is. Who's going to watch a show with just male? I mean, I'm not, but there may be somebody that there might be some people that will watch a child. I'm just saying because I just don't understand how hold on, wait a minute. How can Mel show her life? She can't talk about her kids and the production doesn't care to follow her business. They want the drama with the other cast members. Okay, so how can the rest of them show theirs then? The ones that y'all say don't show their life. Y'all the same ones that sit up here and say Letitia and Marceau don't show their life. Kimmy and Maurice don't show their life. Disney don't show hers. But when it come down to this person, y'all make excuses for it. Then what's the reason why everybody? Well, should that reason go for everybody else then? You know what I mean? Like, because that's really the problem with this show. No one's showing anything that they got going on in real life. All that we are seeing is the drama that's going on amongst them. And yeah, there's going to be drama on shows, but it is called Love and Marriage Huntsville. So why not show your love and your marriage and let the drama be extra to go along with it? You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel about that whole thing. Like that's what I think about that whole thing. So it is what it is. So yeah, that could go for just about anybody. Not just her, but anybody. Let me see. Her fans effectively brought down the ratings on LAMH, so I'm sure they will tune into her own show. I don't know. Um, they did do the blackout stuff. They definitely did. When this show first came back, they were all going in for the blackout, wanting to um keep the ratings down or whatever they was trying to do. I don't know, but I know they was doing the blackout. Hey, C John 79, what's going on? Thank you for the super chat. They were all doing that, but I just don't know if I don't know because I haven't really been looking at the ratings for this show. I just do know that they did go down the last time I looked at them, but I'm guessing the blackout is working. I mean, I really don't know, but social media pretty much enhances this show and whatever is going on with them, honestly. So I really don't know what could really be done to really save this show. Because if they get rid of Love and Marriage Huntsville, then what are they gonna do with DC and Detroit? Are they gonna get rid of that too? You feel me? So, like, what exactly is gonna happen with it? And then when you think about the Scots having a show with Miss Wanda, because I did see on another platform that the producers and the production and people they want Miss Wanda back, and they would rather give the Scots their own show and just put Miss Wanda back over there. And so I'm like, hmm, I don't know if I will watch. I don't know if I would personally watch a spinoff with the Scots. Now, am I a person that don't mind seeing Wanda on TV? I'm not. I'm someone who don't mind seeing it because she's funny as hell to me. But you know, Feisty, what are you talking about, girl? I don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean I'm in the minority? Um, let me see. I would like to see Miss Wanda again. I would give it a try. Yeah, but I don't know if I would personally look at a Scott show. Not really certain if I would or not. Let me see. It's kind of sad because this used to be one of my favorite shows. I only know what's going on from UNT reviews. Yeah, it used to be one of my favorite. It used to be my favorite show too, honestly. I used to enjoy looking at it. I didn't mean to say we. I thought I said production. But if I said we, that's my mistake because the person said production want Miss Wanda back. I ain't mean to say that. Melody has several businesses to show in and won't affect her. Well, I don't know who said that, but So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But my question is, if they do get rid of LAMH, then what is going to happen to the LAMH centered blogs? Because then they would have to find something else to do or something else to talk about, because that's what they do. That's what their lane is. Their lane is LAMH, and a lot of them do a great job at covering the stories on there. So it's just like, so what's going to happen with that? So I don't know. Like, it's a lot to think about. But when it boils down to it, I personally would not really be pressed about it being gone. I promise you I won't be. Let me see. Scotty, you look amazing in that orange t-shirt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see. Y'all keep saying y'all won't look at a Scott show, but you're looking at one now. They are the show, and it's boring without Wanda. Let me see. She's filming a movie right now and producing Shanita's World Part 2. Well, I never seen Shanita's World. Don't intend on seeing it, and I don't know what movie her ass is in. I will continue to watch DC and Detroit. They canceling it. Wow. Now that is, I don't like, that's alleged. So I don't know. It's a rumor. That rumor comes around every other month. So we don't know. So, I don't know. Only time will tell though. I mean, but I don't know. I think that what probably needs to happen though, if they don't want to cancel it, I do think that what they should do is really sit down and give that show a break and really think about what exactly do they want to do with it. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's what I think. They need to really sit down and take, because first of all, what we need to stop doing is the breaking down of the seasons. Like, we don't need 30 episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville. We just don't need it. And then supposedly they're filming the reunion for LAMH next week. So it's kind of like, okay, so they're doing a reunion next week, and the season don't start back until next month. So the reunion gonna be old as fuck by the time it comes out. Them breaks is stupid. I hate it. I hate the fact that these reality shows are doing their whole first half, second half. Like, I don't need these long ass seasons. Give me a solid season of 17, 18 episodes with a 2 to 3 part reunion, and I'm done with it. I don't need no 30 episodes. I just don't need it, especially of this show. Like, I don't need that. So it's a lot that should go along with that. Like, they need to take a break with it and really sit down and figure out, okay, what are we going to do with this show? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna cancel it? Are we gonna move it around? Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do that? Like, what exactly are we gonna do with this show? What we gonna do? It's like how they do with Basketball Wives. Winter told us too. This is a tactic production uses so the cast can't renegotiate their contracts. Oh God, I sure hate it. Cause I hate that. I hate that. Too Feisty says they need to bring back the fun. They need to bring back the fun and it needs a balance. It does, but see, you got to get rid of people. To be honest, you got to get rid of some of these folks. You can't. I know they don't. I know they want to. You know, continue to focus on the solid six, but the solid six got to go because the solid six is really was bringing this cast down. To be honest, if the focus more was more on Bill Collective DC and Detroit, they would have better ratings. And I still feel like they need to focus more on Bill Collective than anything because that's a good show. The cast needs to stay off social media. That's true. The king of reality needs to worry about his own show and not Bravo shows. That is true too. He has so much to say about housewives and shit and married to medicine and stuff like that, but yet he don't say anything about his own shit. So it is what it is. So I don't know. It is what it is though. But you know, these are all rumors. Everything is alleged. We don't know how true it is. But what I want to do right now, which is something that I haven't done in a very long time, because we are at 38 minutes and I want this live to be an hour, I want to know your thoughts. So let me put the link down in the chat and see if anybody wants to come up here, speak on this stuff, and you know, give your opinions on this show and what needs to be done, you know, to either, you know, should the show be canceled or should they just revitalize the show with new people? I just want to know what y'all think. And the link is in the chat. Go ahead and click that link and come up here and talk to me about it. Everybody's opinions are welcome. You know, I don't really mind what side you're on because as I said before, this show is a very neutral place. You know, I don't care if you a millimeter, anti-millimeter, or just a fan of the show. You can always come up here and give your opinion if you want to. So yes. Yes, please let them know. Don't be scared. You know, go ahead. The link is down there if you want to. I'm gonna give y'all about a minute to get up here, but if don't nobody come up here within a minute, then I'm just gonna shut the shit down. Let me see some here. Hey, Sheridan. I'm gonna give it a few seconds when it gets to like the 41-minute mark, and then if don't nobody come up by the end, then I'm just gonna go on and end it because I need to look at some shit to do for another video before we do the chasing panel today. Amen to that. Oh, we got one person up here. So let's see. Oh, we got two people. Okay. All right. Whoever want to start, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't even need to come up here. I came up here to make sure somebody came up.
Well, real
Hey,
quick.
friend.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right, y'all.
I think they should scrap it. I just think they should just, if they're not going to start from the drawing board and like literally revamp the whole thing, I think they should let it go. And I think they need to have in their contracts where social media things should not be on social media because it is what
Oh,
makes
you
it
said it.
boring
You
and
said
make a
it.
lot of people not want to watch it because it's so much drama on social media that it transferred to over to hold on, my phone is tripping. Hold on.
Well, feisty until she get her phone together.
I'm together. I'm in transition. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Well, until both of them get their shit together. I am 20 subs away from 55K. So if you're brand new to the platform right now, you watching me for the very first time, go ahead and subscribe because we 20 away. Y'all know we had a little bit of a setback with that Stormy video, but we back. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me? I'm so sorry. My phone is raggedy
It's
as
okay.
heck. But I just think that, I think that with the stuff on social media, it really does bring a lot of drama to where it's annoying to review. It's annoying to put your opinion on something because you got people trying to do things that affect your real life again with people that they don't even know because they such of a stand for them. And if they took and put that in a contract, I think it would make the show a little bit better. But I definitely think they can be done with it because it don't matter to me one way or the other. Yeah, I think they should be done with it. Me personally.
I agree with that. I think social media plays a big part, especially with this one, and that's all they ever talk about on the show is social media. With social media, it was on social media. This happened on social media. The millimeters, this millimeters, that this happened, this happened. That's all they really talk about on said show. So it's like, how many more times are we gonna sit up here and talk about what happened on social media? And then the sad thing about it is the social media stuff be better than what's on the fucking show. So anytime the social media drama is better than what's on the show, then that's the issue.
Yeah, because you thinking, okay, this happened on here. When it initially started on any of the shows, it was like, oh, this on here. Oh, I can't wait till the season start. And then when the season start, it's just like, ooh,
The
like,
fanfare.
yeah. What's the point of all this? Because y'all ain't even they don't even show it on the show.
I was really hoping that a few of the people that I saw in the chat would come up, but I know some of you guys are busy. It's Friday, so I get it. But I was really interested in hearing a few other people's perspective. Me personally, I think the show could use some revamping across the board, not just with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think a lot of these shows are guilty of lazy production. So I feel like we're not getting the best that we can from a lot of the shows that we enjoy watching, which is why viewership has gone down. As well as like people are less engaged because we're kind of tired and we're bored. And they're guilty of it as well too. Although I know it's been annoying for a lot of people, they don't enjoy the social media antics of it, but I don't think that's going to stop. There are people who the entire reporting about this show, and as much as people say they don't like it, y'all be engaged. These people who have channels dedicated to Love and Marriage Huntsville, they hit their numbers. So I don't see that changing anytime soon, unless you guys stop consuming that type of media. But it does devalue the show though. It does because so much of it plays out on social media as opposed to the actual show. There are people who don't watch this show, but they know everything that's going on. They don't have to because everything that it gets done is reported. It'd be 4 or 5 breaking news videos throughout the damn day. Like a perfect example, the Moses situation. That would have been really explosive to have happened on the show. Him getting arrested out of nowhere and being in jail and having to see Sonny go through this being a newlywed. But instead of that, we seen it play out on social media. It's things like that is an issue.
Yup.
Good point. Yep.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
hey Scotty, it's Pain. So,
Hey.
I
Hey,
pretty
honey.
much, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I pretty much came here to say that we need the whole show to be canceled. Let's just cancel Carlos King altogether. Because what I'm doing is watching the degradation of the black community.
Come on, Dr.
And
Umar.
it's like, Oprah, how did you allow this? All this money you got, and you gonna let us you just gonna let us flounder like this?
The
Because
white man is involved.
do you
Yes.
feel what I'm saying? All right. The chocolate face people are suffering. That's basically all I had to say about that.
Okay, Mrs. Jackson.
Hey, Scotty Gang, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Okay.
Hi.
This is my first time calling in, but I have been a long time viewer.
All right.
And what I just want to say is this: when Love and Marriage Huntsville first started, I was so excited to see something fresh, something new, and I thought that the show was going to be something different, no drama, just showing and expressing how young black married couples are able to thrive through adversity and through everything that's going on within the world and through personal issues that they have. But it has become something that is so toxic and very nasty and very disgusting that it became too much for myself because I'm young and I'm married. I was I got married when I was 20, about to turn 21. And just to see how it got so just disgusting, I stopped watching and I just started listening to reviews of the show because it was just too much for me personally because I didn't want to see anything like that, especially involving kids, involving parents. That it got too much for me. And I don't know how anybody else feel about it, but that's just how I felt.
Well, can I ask all four of you a question? Do you guys think that, because some people, and I'm going to include myself in this question as well because I am one of the bloggers. Do you guys think that bloggers play a part in the BS that's dealing with the show? Because that people do blame
Yes,
bloggers.
yes. I think
Yes.
you
Mm,
guys
Some
are
of
at the
them, yes.
center of it.
Some of them, yes.
I don't think so. I
You
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so? Okay,
No,
tell me
I
why.
don't think so. Because everybody has their own opinions about everything. But as far as the bloggers, y'all can point out things that everybody else sees and call people out on their wrongdoings or what they feel is not right. Just because you don't agree with the person that is on the show, that doesn't mean you are against them. You know,
That's true.
everybody's gonna like who they like on the show or off the show, but that doesn't mean that bloggers have a foot into how everything is supposed to go and if a show is supposed to go on or not.
And I,
Okay.
I'll go last. Y'all give y'all stuff. I'm gonna go last.
Okay,
Okay.
I was just about to say. So, okay, so Miss Jackson says that she doesn't agree that bloggers play a part, and but the rest of y'all think they do. So, I guess it's
I'm
between Pain or
50-50.
okay, Pain.
I'm
Tell me why you
50-50.
50-50. Tell me why.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because to a certain degree, bloggers have helped this show maintain a lot of its notability, and it also keeps them honest because we see all how the production gets blamed for, oh, they missed this, they missed that, but when you guys call out like fragments of stories that are missing, it kind of causes them to jump on social media and says, okay, so y'all didn't catch this, and it gives us a little bit more insight into the full story. So I feel like bloggers are responsible for holding these cast members and production accountable for things that we miss out on. But I also feel that some bloggers take it a little bit too far when it comes down to making the stories and the people salacious and malicious, and like they start fighting each other behind rumors, and then it it adds more like it adds too much hot sauce to a situation that's already pretty bad. Like it'd be really shitty. But I think that just comes with the territory of being a blogger or being, somebody who kind of operates within that beef sector. It's just like, all right, let's like add some shit to it and let's spice it up. And that brings people to it. So that's why it's kind of like, I don't know. It hurts sometimes, but it helps sometimes too.
Okay. Um, Tracy Feisty.
Okay. So I'll say the reason why I said yes is because not all bloggers. A lot of the bloggers that I watch, like like I don't feel like y'all be what I'm finna describe. What I don't like is the fact that some of these people on these shows get close with vloggers
Mhm.
and they're spilling things or telling them stuff and they reporting it and it's making the situation worse, or they making up things because they feel like, oh, I know her because she called me 3 weeks
Yep.
ago and we had 3 hour long conversation. So it for me, I feel like that part of it is a lot to blame with why I personally don't like watching it anymore. I watch our reviews, but have been stopped watching Love and Marriage Huntsville because when the whole Mel and Martell stuff started, it was just too much. And videos come up on YouTube and you watch them, and I just weed out what I don't want to entertain. And it
Mhm.
was just a lot of negative, nasty people on there because this person talking to that person, this person talking to that person, and then they want to and Ariane going live every other day for 9-10 hours, freaking live, feeding her baby free pops all day on live.
She
It
ain't
just
lying.
became ridiculous, and it
Well,
just feel like that part of the vloggers make me just feel like they play a big role in why a lot of people personally choose not to even be involved or indulge or watch the show, which is why the views is the way that they are. I don't think it has nothing to do with Miss Wanda leaving. It got to do with the toxicity that is going on online because these people is talking to bloggers and people recording conversations, and it's just too much. It's a
mhm.
reality show. You don't know these people. I don't care if you talk to them on the phone for 3 hours or 5 months ago. You don't know them. You don't know how their life is on a daily day. So you putting this much emotion into something and causing problems with other people on YouTube because of what your so quote unquote friend told you, to me is ridiculous. And that's why I feel like a lot of bloggers have messed up it for just a regular viewer in person. To
Mm.
me.
Some of these bloggers think they're investigative journalists and they need to chill the hell out.
And I think that as far as the bloggers, as is it Tracy? I don't have
Mhm.
my
Yes,
I'm
yes.
okay, Miss Tracy. As you're saying, you said that the bloggers have a whole lot to do with it. Why not hold the people accountable that's on the show for the messiness amongst the bloggers? Because the
Yeah.
bloggers
I
are
think
only reporting what they are getting from the cast that is on the show. You can't fully put the blame on the bloggers. They are just reporting what they heard. And it's not so much that the bloggers are being messy. They're just putting out what the information that they got from the cast to the people who are not on YouTube, who do not have a blog. They're just spreading the information. Now, as far as the people holding the cast accountable, the bloggers also have to hold the cast accountable when they are, when they are conversating um, privately,
Mm.
so to say. So
they wouldn't do that because they want to brag that, hey, I
yeah,
talk. This is my friend.
and I understand that, but the thing about it is when you have morals and values, and those the cast members and your audience notice you have morals and values, it shouldn't matter what the cast nor the audience say. You know where you stand within the YouTube spectrum. You know where you stand within the world. So regardless of what the information that anybody gives you, you have to I I'm gonna say leave out information. You would have to pick out what you would want them to know as far as your stance with, within the show or within whatever you're talking about?
Well, I want to jump in on that because, and of course, there's a reason being as to why. So, I really don't consider myself a blogger, honestly,
Or a
but
content creator.
more so of a content creator. Um, because I also have like some kind of connects to certain reality stars and things like that. That I don't really discuss like that because the narrative would be they paying you, or the narrative would be they only doing it because that person told them to. For example, we're gonna start it off with Candy, for instance. I know Candy. I just met her in person at the concert, but I more so know the people that's around her more often, more so than her. And there are some things that I do know that I never discussed. Now, there are some people that know them that have told me stuff, and I might just throw out a little, like the whole Shami and Portia thing. I'm not saying that came from them because it didn't, but it came from another source around here that been
Yeah,
telling me stuff.
like something like
Hey,
that is
Don
real
Juan.
minor, and I hate to cut you off. Like that's something that's minor. But
Yeah,
when I say something like, keeping certain things out that could be detriment or be as, hurtful or harmful to someone else or to themselves, like you want to make sure you uphold your integrity on how you report
yeah.
things.
See, that's what I'm going. See, that's what I'm going at because, like with the Shami and Portia thing, like I said, it didn't come from that particular side at all. It came from another side, but somebody else told me that, and I was like, okay, because I had been hearing it from them for a minute, and then I'm like, okay, so this makes sense as to why this is going on. So I take that and I talk about that for a little bit, and I make sure to say I don't know how true this is. It came from somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know for a fact. But even with Bell Collective, because I lived in Mississippi all my life, and I was living in Mississippi at the time that the show came out, I knew about a whole lot of shit that was going on Bell Collective, and I've never discussed it. And there's a lot of things that I talked about when it came down to Bill Collective in private with certain cast members that I never discussed. It's things that I already knew that was going on before it came to the screen. For instance, they talked about it on the reunion. I don't know if y'all heard them say it, but when So Gucci and her stepdaughters were arguing, that's when what's Selena's oldest daughter named Sanjay. She was like, well, how can she have a conversation with you when you got a peace bond on her and you blocked her from coming on the show? I already knew that's what So Gucci did. I knew that she pressed charges on Selena, and that's why Selena wasn't there. And I had told y'all when I reviewed the show last season that I hope y'all know that after this fight, y'all not gonna see Selena no more, and y'all didn't. It's certain. I really pick and choose what I want to discuss and what I want to talk about. There's a lot that I know about some of these shows that I just don't even discuss because, like Sheridan just said, I ain't thirsty to be around these people. And on top
Exactly.
of that, like I said, people love to bring in the candy groupie thing and all this other stuff. I can count how many times I've ever talked to her
I'm a
personally.
candy groupie. Shit.
Yeah. I can tell you how many times I talked to her personally. I talk to more so of I know some of her people more so than her. Latrice is my friend in real life. I've been knowing her for years. I don't when she got on Bill Collective, I didn't get on my phone and call her like that. If she'll call me before I call her, because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm trying to hang off their titty for a damn opportunity.
Exactly.
Sam,
So
bro.
exactly. So that's all I'm saying. We can't solely put the blame on bloggers because it's all at the bloggers or content creators' discretion on what they want to dispose or expose of the people that they're cool with or that they are in contact with. But we have to hold people accountable for what they are doing wrong,
Yeah,
regardless
it's all in the
regardless
way you
to
do it.
how they feel, how you feel. If they get mad or upset, you have to hold them accountable because they're gonna hold you accountable for everything that you do. So if say for example, if Scotty does something wrong against a cast member of a show and it comes out, everybody's gonna place the blame on Scotty, but Scotty is only reporting what he's been told, and
Shout
we
out to the
don't know the
millimeters.
private, and we don't know the private conversation that him and the cast member had, but the cast member could tell him, hey, you can say whatever you want, you can, everything that I say to you, you can put it out on your channel. But if Scotty does that and he gets backlash from that because of the cast members fans or whatever, everybody's going to gang up on Scotty, and once they gang up on Scotty, it's going to be who everybody believes. If everybody going to believe Scotty, or is everybody going to believe their cast member?
And 9 times out of 10, they probably gonna
We're
believe
going
the
to believe the
cast
cast
member
member, exactly,
versus
because
the
the
blogger.
majority rules.
That's what
And
they're
that's
gonna
not
do.
fair. So that's what I'm saying. Hold people accountable regardless of who they are, what title they uphold. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be embarrassed. Let's just say
Mm-mm.
that. Nobody wants to be embarrassed. Nobody wants to be put out as they are wrong, they are rude, they are disrespectful, or anything like that. But I'm all for holding people accountable. And if I'm wrong, hold me accountable. Tell me that I'm wrong. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what, you're right. I was tripping. I was wrong. And you know what? I'm gonna do better next time.
Mm.
Yeah, and see that's another thing too. Like, there's been plenty of people in this reality TV realm that have contacted me and things like that, and that I could really reach out to if I really want to. Like when it come down to Dr. Heavenly, I could reach out to Dr. Heavenly if I really want to, but I don't. Sweet Tea, that's another person. Since I've been here, I haven't reached out to her. She want to go out to dinner with me. I ain't going.
Period. What? You
I don't
better
want to
go.
go.
You better
I
go.
mean, it's because I don't want it to look like I'm trying to like,
Have his swing be opinion be swayed.
yeah, like that's the
Mhm.
only reason why I try to keep a distance from them per se. Like I
So
don't
you trying
mind
to get
interviewing you or anything like that, but I don't know if I want to be in their circles too much because can't nobody sway my damn opinion. Just because I'm cool with you, that don't mean I
Yeah.
gotta change my mind.
And then that's
So,
another
you
I'm
know,
sorry. And then
no,
that's
go ahead.
another thing. When it comes to the interviews, everybody think that just because you interview someone, you are cool with them, you're friends with them. No, I'm just interviewing them just to get some information, especially if I bring them on the show. Regardless of if I'm friends with them or not, that does not negate the fact that I'm trying to get a little bit more insight about their life outside of the show and what's going on within the show. So don't just assume that I'm just buddy buddy with somebody just because I'm interviewing them. You know, I could not like somebody and still interview them, but they don't know that I don't like them.
I mean, because even with Miss Wanda, after I interviewed her, she told me when you come to Huntsville, you call me. Didn't
Girl, please.
didn't
I'm tired. I'm
I'm not
didn't
tired.
calling you.
did
Why
not
would why would
call
I do
her.
why would I
Did
call
Call
not.
you for that
you?
possum stew if you want to.
I'm trying to pull up to the food truck though. I'm trying to
We
get
Did
hollering
them
about
not.
everybody
Detroit
loves this
potatoes.
macaroni and
Did
cheese.
not.
Girl.
Did not call Miss Wanda at all. And she even said, "Why you didn't call me when you came there?" Didn't call.
Mm-mm.
No.
And look,
No.
and look, even though her updos look like she can cook a real
I'm
good
dead.
Sunday evening meal, baby, that does not mean that I'm gonna sit up there and call you, Miss Wanda.
The food says otherwise.
Real messy.
Nah.
The
No.
food and the
Like
updos do not
like
match.
even like even with Stormy, for example, like last year when I was going through my stuff, like Stormy gave me her number. She asked me to call her. She gave me words of encouragement. She even texted me and all that stuff. And that was the one conversation that I had. And when it came up about that whole Cash App situation, and I was like, well, I got her number in my phone, and that's not her number. And then when I said that, of course, I already knew what it could look like to people that already don't like her. Oh, she paying him. Stormy ain't never came in my chat and Cash App me no
She ain't
$500
never
at a
she ain't
time.
never dropped no $500
She
over here.
she ain't
Just
never did that
saying.
over here, and I've
And
only
if
had
she did, what does
one.
that mean?
Right, but see, that's what they do. That's once I said that I had her number, the first thing that they said was she paying me to make this video. No, I don't have no I ain't got no contact with Stormy. Yeah, I got her
And
number, but I don't call none of
Definitely.
these folks.
Thank you.
guess what? The same people that would have an issue about her cash apping you $500 are the same people that are getting cash app from their married coworker and still all up in their face.
Mm.
Come on now.
She just
Mind the
exposed
business
it.
that pays y'all, and if she's paying me, what does that have to do with y'all? Nothing at all.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
And it
it
don't and it doesn't mean that you gonna not be honest because with you being who you is, it wouldn't matter one way or the other, Scotty. We know you gonna tell your
Exactly.
opinion whether they like it or not. You
Exactly.
exactly.
can't get the money
And
back, but I'm still gonna tell you that you messed
you
up right
wrong.
here
Yep.
anyway.
Yep.
Like
You know I
And
even
your
will.
viewership and your membership shows the type of person that you are. The crowd that flocks to you.
hmm
Because there have been plenty of people on YouTube that I have watched and heard, and I stopped watching and hearing, and because it just became too much. It just became
Mhm.
too much for me.
because even with me with the Candy thing, like Candy found me on YouTube for dragging her on Candy and the Gang about not having no damn generator. And then she sent me a damn sent me and a couple other people like a little care thing, care box, whatever that was she sent.
Did it
And
have a generator in it?
ain't had no generator.
Did you get
Ain't had no
invited to the old
generator.
lady gang yet?
I had already been to the old lady game. I haven't been since I started staying here yet, though. I
That's what
haven't
I'm
been
trying to
there. Yet.
say. But
No,
okay.
I haven't been since I started living here. I want to go to the actual to the main location because the old lady
Shout
game that I
out.
went to was the one in Camp Creek. I want to go to the one
Shout
up,
out to
Mm,
up
Mrs.
there down there.
Burris Tucker.
period.
But I was dragging her for filth about that damn generator, and later on that year I got an interview with her. So it's not about me. And then if people watch me from the jump, they should know that I've been Team Candy from the beginning. So it
Listen,
ain't
he
got nothing to do
always
with
like
no.
candy, baby.
It
Yeah.
ain't never
Always.
been. It ain't got nothing to do with no interviews.
Yep.
It's me always because Escape was my favorite group.
Mhm.
She was my favorite member. So that's how it goes.
Mhm.
But people don't realize that's like some.
Yep.
Sometimes I've always said this too. As a person that do YouTube, once you get an interview, they gonna swear up and down. Okay, he got an
Mhm.
interview with them, so now his opinion gonna change. No, because I still
Nope.
drag Wanda.
And
Come
Mhm.
on.
he's interviewed multiple people on these shows.
Part of
So
dudes.
it
Yep.
ain't just
Mhm.
one person that he interviews. So how can you tell based on the interview who he's partial to? I mean,
Exactly.
we're human, so sometimes we're gonna have a blind spot, but
Mhm.
there are people who are completely biased, and then there are people like him who just,
Yep.
naturally they see certain people's side depending on how
Mhm.
much they have in common with them.
Yep.
What
Exactly.
I need
Yep.
from
Now,
you
and
is
I know, right?
understanding.
Why don't we
I have a
communicate
I have a
if you
total
don't hear
different
what I
opinion about this whole
say?
Come
sector
on.
and who's at
Come
the
on.
center of the drama. The YouTubers are at the center of the drama, and they I have existed in these stand spaces for a long time. I always tell y'all, I have seen way worse behavior than
Mhm.
what happens over here. I've just never seen this for a reality show. But for
Mhm.
these scripted shows, I survived the wars of Glee and Doctor Who
You're
and
Yeah.
playing.
Supernatural and
Mhm.
Teen Wolf. And, I've seen those. They get worse, they get gutter.
Yes.
People have died, okay? But
What?
Foul and nasty. Yes.
but
Mm.
I've never seen this for a reality show. As many
Mhm.
reality shows that I've seen a lot of arguing and back and forth, but nothing like this. And I
Mhm.
think a lot of it is centered around the YouTubers. Like I think on the show they had conflict amongst one another on the show, but y'all are inserting yourselves in ways because I know some of y'all like to listen from the bushes.
Mm.
Y'all have
The
inserted
ghetto.
yourselves in ways that have been egregious oversteps. There's no reason why you should be walking through the house of any cast member on this show.
Mm.
There's no reason why you should be pulling up to their businesses.
Oh
There's
yeah.
no reason why you should be going to their court dates. There are things that y'all are doing that is unnecessary.
Too
And you know
close.
what? I got to call it out because that's just the type of person I am. As much as people sit up in these chats and say, that's why I don't watch the show no more. It's too much drama. Yeah, y'all don't watch the show, but y'all watch these YouTube videos.
Sure do.
And
And
I
Be
you
right
do.
are
there
complicit.
tuning
And I
You
in.
do.
are
I
complicit.
do. But guess
A
what?
certain
The
people
court
though. I
cases
don't
are
watch
public.
everybody.
The court
I don't
cases
watch
are
everybody.
public. Now, as far as the houses, the cast members can invite the bloggers to their house. Now, it's up to the blogger to accept that invite or decline that invite.
Y'all know what I'm
That's
talking about when I say
that's
walking through them
I know
house.
exactly what
that's
you're talking
We
that
ain't
about.
gonna
that
get
ain't
into
that
Yep.
ain't got
we ain't gonna
nothing
discuss
that
we
ain't
ain't
got
gonna
nothing
discuss
to
that
do
over
with
That
here.
was
us.
that was
That ain't
being
got nothing to
messy.
do with us.
That was intentionally being messy and
Yeah, we can
intentionally
move
And
on.
and when
trying
I
to
say the court dates,
do something to
I'll say
somebody.
this. The same person, because like I said, we start in the middle, not at the beginning. The same person who pulled up to Stormy's warehouse was the same person who was going to Melody and Martell's court dates when that paternity issue, not paternity, but the custody issue first started. And Mel had to pull that person to the side and say, stop coming to my court dates. So I'm saying there are people who overstep across the board. It ain't just in one direction. And I'm saying that we go and we consume all of these videos from these people who are doing this, and a part of it makes us complicit in it too, because they're only
Yeah,
doing it because they're getting the viewership. If they weren't getting
yeah.
any views, they wouldn't be wasting their time driving hours. I've heard people say they've caught flights across state lines to go interview
What?
people's family on this show, to go
This
get
is
tea about some of the cast members on this show. Those who
so
know what I'm talking about. I'm saying
so
it.
people
Mhm.
not to cut you off too feisty. I'm just trying to comprehend. So you mean to tell me that all this stuff been going on and like where the hell have I been? I'm sorry, Scott. Where have I didn't know none of this.
I'm
Creepy,
telling you,
you've been at work
to
because
have access to these people on this show and to get information what they like. I feel like everybody deserves their privacy. There are people who I don't necessarily
Yeah.
care for on this show. It's no secret. There are people who I don't like on this show, a part of this cast. I don't dislike anyone that much to violate their privacy, nor do I think they not deserving of their privacy. It is too much often. There's certain things that is for the public and they are allowed to speak on. It's fair game to speak on it, but there are other things that I feel like are a great overstep, and I don't think that's right. And I don't align myself with certain behaviors. And I'm saying there it has been said that this person has gone to Alabama to talk to different people's family members to get tea about them to talk about on their YouTube channel. I don't feel like that's okay. Whether I like that person or not on the
oh,
cast. I don't think that's okay. But I'm saying in terms of the YouTube, like when I say that, I say you're centered in the drama. Everybody on this cast has been violated in one way or another. And I don't think
Yeah,
it's okay to do so. And I
yeah,
think that there's a line. There's a line that people cross all the time, and nobody really holds anybody accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? I would be okay with Wanda being on the show if she wasn't always crossing lines. It's nobody's fault but Wanda that she is not on that show no more. And to
Yep.
be
Yep.
clear, we've had a lot of ignorant mamas come on these reality shows and we have enjoyed them. We've enjoyed watching them and we've enjoyed making fun of them. But
thoroughly.
none of them have been as disrespectful as Wanda has to so many people on this cast. Melody is not the first person to tell Wanda she can't come around no more. Because even Kimmy had to say, you're not invited to no more of my family's events. And we omit
Yep.
that. We don't talk
Yep.
about that though. We blame it all on Mel. Kimmy was the first person to say, no, you can't come to my son's housewarming. You can't come to my
Hmm.
graduation. She came to
Hmm.
Jalen's house ready to start a fight.
that's true.
It's Wanda's fault that she's not on this show, and it's Wanda's fault that a lot of people on this cast would prefer not to deal with her. Because let's be clear, Mel got pulled, but if she was such an asset to this show, if she was as important as her fans like to make her seem, it wouldn't matter what she said. Production would have her on this show.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, can I piggyback on what you said, Miss Too Feisty,
Of course.
as far as the millimeter that you were referring to, um, as soon
Which
as
one? It's a couple of them
the
I
the
mentioned.
the one that you said that showed up to the court case and
Oh,
to
okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Homegirl's warehouse. At that moment when she saw her at the court case, Right there, she should have told her, "Hey, I need my privacy. You can't do that." That's when she should have went on social media and told her people, "Hey, I know that y'all are fans of me, and I know that y'all love me and y'all support me. Y'all have to do better at keeping it at a respective, at a respectable manner."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Use
Because
discretion.
use discretion, because you don't want anybody to invade your privacy as far as,
And it's
coming
serious. It's about their
into your,
kids. Yeah.
yeah, as far as like, it's, that's real sensitive. If you don't want anybody to discipline your kids, why would you sit up here and insert yourself into what's going on within my
Mhm.
life as far as my children? That's off limits. Now, if you want to insert yourself as far as like a divorce proceeding, by all means, go ahead if the court allows you to do that. But when it involves my kids, that's off limits right
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, it's a lot that bloggers do that I don't agree with. And the sad and the funny thing about it is this right here. People be so quick to talk about me and Terrence and talk about how vile we are, and half the stuff that these bloggers do, we don't do at all. That'd be the
Can I
funniest thing.
can
But
I
when
jump in
have
right
you
here,
ever been
Scotty?
vowed, Scotty? I have never
Yeah.
known for you to be vowed. That doesn't make any sense. As far as I have been watching you, and I've been watching you for probably like a year or two, so I'm not understanding what's vowed about you.
Y'all know I
Child.
fancy myself as a YouTube historian, so I'm gonna give y'all
Yes,
a
you
little
Come
moral
on,
do.
Come on,
story.
historian.
historian.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I see Scotty gonna catch this one.
I
Y'all remember when
know.
Bring It was still on the air?
Coach
Mm-hmm.
D, yeah.
So there was a YouTuber that inserted themselves into the drama on Bring It and created a quote unquote beef with Diana and was getting all this information. I don't know if you guys remember with Bring It, Diana had admitted to, when she was younger doing some pornography. And this person was trying to find the videos of said things to have online because nobody could find it when the show first started. We knew that
Mm-hmm.
there was some existence because Diana, she was always upfront about it. But it wasn't like it was any videos floating around or whatever. And this person was making it a point to try to find it. It went that deep. And this was somebody he had never met. I'm trying to be neutral. My bad. This
Mm-hmm.
person, this person had never been in the same room with Diana, but had started this beef with her. And some of the inside information that this person was getting, it was, like I said, I don't know if y'all remember that one parent who Diana kicked their child off of the team.
I
And she
remember.
was in tears about it. And the reason why is because Diana suspected that she was the one leaking information about her to this YouTuber. And this child had been on his team, had worked hard to be part of the Dancing Dolls. And if y'all remember, she was in tears about her child getting kicked off because she was getting blamed for something that she did not do. And I'm saying it was all centered around one of the YouTubers being messy. And there were real life consequences because that person got their clicks and their views. That person got all the attention that they wanted from it. But this child is no longer on this team, and it really hurt her and her mother to get kicked off after investing so much time and money to be part of the Dancing Dolls. There are real life consequences to our actions. And when
Mhm.
it don't hit us, it's so unfair to do that to people. It's so unfair.
Yeah, it is.
Well, consider my pearls clutched because I ain't know about that. I said, what?
At the end of the day, that person didn't have any drawbacks from their own actions. Somebody else had to suffer consequences for what they chose to do.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I have never been um into stuff like that. Never tried to get nobody's page taken down behind their back. Never done never done none of those things. So, it's like the links that some of these people will go to get to prove a point. And I ain't never been that person.
Mm-hmm.
I just come over here, do my videos, and mind my motherfucking business. I'd be a little bit messy with my people that's over here
Exactly.
watching, but I ain't never went after no content creator. I ain't never you know went so hard y'all know I can't stand Rashida, but you don't see me going around here trying to find her people.
You ain't coming here interviewing people that she went to with at high school, bringing them up on your channels or talk bad about. You ain't never did none of
You
that.
know,
You
I ain't
talk,
trying
you
to
watch the
find.
show,
I ain't
you
trying to
talk
do
your
none of
trash,
that.
and then you keep it moving.
Right, you
That's what we
know.
all should be doing. Ain't nobody got no real life personal vendetta against somebody we
Exactly.
don't know, but in this sector they do. Y'all
But
don't
see,
know these people.
that's the thing too, though, Feisty. Like, because, for instance, like if I go in on Rashida, they be thinking it's a whole vendetta because I'm always giving her smoke. I only talk about Rashida when Love and Hip Hop on.
Mhm.
Like, I only talk about her when she's on Love and Hip Hop is on. That's the
Mhm.
only time I talk about her. But
Yep.
any other time, if she's in the blogs for something, then I'll talk about her. But just outright
Just
inserting her,
randomly.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't do that. You know, if while the show on, yeah, I'm a drag Rashida for everything. But
I just like
no.
I like dragging Kirk. Y'all know I think Kirk is the person who really shot Sam Cooke, and y'all know I always think he needs to be marching for freedom if he
Now
offended
how Sam
me.
Cooke get in
Y'all
it?
know I don't have nothing nice to say about old nigga Kirk. Y'all know that.
Now
I don't know
how
that man
Sam Cooke get
personally.
in it? We're gonna leave Sam Cooke about the situation, okay? We're gonna leave
Y'all know he
three
auditioned to
earring
be a
Kirk
backup
over
dancer for
there,
the
and we're gonna leave
Temptations.
Sam
Y'all
Cooke
know
over
that.
here, okay? We're not gonna insert Sam Cooke in this bull crap, okay?
Not saying.
Because Rashida stuck on stupid Frost and Kirk 3 earring Frost. We not gonna include them with Sam Cooke.
I want to see
We not gonna
that. I
do
rap like Shawty Low.
that.
Y'all are messy. But
Y'all
I
know he used
mean,
to play
We
the
also
trombone
have
for Ray Charles. Y'all know that.
oh my god.
You stupid.
and we also have to understand that when people did not come from a lot of things, they would do anything to get any type of attention to gain
Mhm.
everything that they want.
That's
That is
very
Mhm.
true.
true.
So just know that this was a scheme that Todd set up
I do gotta challenge y'all though.
to keep up
And
with the bullshit. Okay.
it's not just for the panel. That's across the board. Because, like I said, for the people who are in the chat listening, and for the people who listening in the bushes, y'all got to stop saying y'all don't watch this show because it's not true. Y'all got to stop saying that y'all don't care about this show because it's not true. Y'all care just
Now,
as much as the
wait a
next person
minute.
does. Y'all
Wait
be
a minute.
tuned in. And truthfully, if you really want things to change, stop going to the messy YouTubers channels and with the rest of the class of 1972 and
Oh
be
my
feeding
lord.
into this drama.
They be
Now let me
hate
let me say
watching.
this. Let me say
They
this.
be hate
I do
watching.
not watch Love and Marriage Huntsville show. I do not watch it. I solely watch the reviews on YouTube. So that way I can take little excerpts about how
To be
they
clear,
are.
hold on, wait. Sorry. To be clear, I'm not talking about reviews. Reviews are fine. But for these messy bloggers that's always got breaking news telling these people's personal private business and
Make it
using their
plain.
platforms to bully
Make it
these cast
plain.
members, bullying these cast members, y'all keep saying y'all don't feed into it,
Mhm.
but y'all be feeding into it. I ain't talking
That's
about
why they make.
reviews.
That's why they make the videos. That's
That's
why
why
they
they
do the
make them
stuff they
videos.
do because everybody they paying attention. Listen,
Mhm.
I'm so wrapped up in the Kendrick and Drake mess. I'm over there being messy, but I don't care about these reality shows.
Come on.
I don't
I'm
either.
just gonna be honest. I watch
Right.
Scotty
It's just a
and
pastime
I
at the
watch
end of the
T.
day.
I don't really watch all of that because I know that it's too much going on. I don't care that much.
Mhm.
If you want to be real.
And it's a lot of people who say they don't care that much, but y'all do care. And I want y'all to be honest about that. Stop coming in these chats lying, because I be seeing y'all. I be seeing y'all in these folks' chats acting like y'all don't care in one place, but in the other place, you be the main one posting.
Mhm. Preach, Reverend.
Oh, well,
Y'all be in these messy Facebook groups too.
now let me be honest here.
Come on, Pastor.
Let me be honest here. Now I am in a group, but I ain't been in that group since I joined that group. I don't never go in there.
Now that's where it
So
really go down. Y'all think YouTube bad, baby. Them
On
Facebook
so
groups is
Facebook?
hell. Them
yeah,
Facebook
Right.
the
groups are
Facebook groups are
hell.
terrible.
Mexican, messy boots.
I
That's for
ain't been in no
all. That's for
Facebook
I
group
don't
in
everybody.
think nobody be on
forever.
Facebook like that no more. I'm
Listen,
gonna be
y'all
honest.
y'all think breaking news starts on YouTube? No, they get
No,
that
ma'am. It does
information
not.
from you for YouTube from the Facebook groups. They know everybody. Y'all remember when everybody's mugshots was coming out, the mugshots and criminal records? That started on the Facebook page.
That came from Facebook?
Yes.
Girl.
It all
my
starts
God.
from Facebook. That's where it all originates from.
I ain't know Facebook be that messy. I mean, I know it's normal messy stuff, but I ain't know it was messy like that.
It's multiple groups, but those Love and Marriage Huntsville groups, yes, they are hell.
Yeah,
And a lot of the cat that somebody said the other day, they was like, and there's a lot of cats that got fake accounts that be in them groups. Baby, it's a lot of cats that be over there on their real accounts in them Facebook.
It be up in there. Yep, messy.
They don't be hiding.
It's Facebook, so they probably like, nobody don't. I didn't think nobody be on Facebook. They say Facebook for the old people, so I didn't know.
Class
I went over to my grandma's house to try to help her with something, and I had to figure out her Facebook password. I told her, baby, you gotta go back over to a flip phone. We can't have
Teresa, you got to use deductive reasoning, baby. Class of 1972.
No, 62.
Oh, my, you know what? On that note, thank y'all for coming up.
Thank you for letting me come up.
Thank y'all for coming up here, though. For real, for real.
You're welcome, Scotty. Thank you for having us.
No problem.
Bye.
That's y'all on the flip side.
All right, y'all. All right, so that was pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed the show for the most part. I really, really appreciated this conversation. I think this conversation was really, really good. I enjoyed it for the utmost. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for the people that came up. We had over 300 people up in the building today, and I really appreciate it. So we're about to go ahead and get up out of here. But before we do, let me let you guys know, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Gon' shake your ass, booty acting up. Gon' grab your drinks, baby, pass the Dutch. Damn, shorty bad, looking bad as fuck. Don't sweat it, ain't no competition, I said it. Don't exist to the beef, motherfucker, I did it. Pull up, knock your corns like Mario. Couldn't let me do 100 miles of cardio. Damn. You niggas stay faking, you niggas stay hating, you niggas so basic. You felt the win, so don't test me, nigga. My team lethal weapon, Joe Pesci, nigga. They hate to see me win, so I cause them frustration. Hate to see my name, so I give them penetration. Bro, running this race on you fucking lanes. Spin the block, get both, bitch, tuck your chain. Bam.
Nigga high. Don't sweat. Don't stop. Don't sweat. Nigga high. Don't sweat. Don't stop.